means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did.
Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. And, of course, Game 1 of the season gives them their first real look at the Wizards. Last year, they were humiliated in their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeves. It should be fun.
And now Washington's starting group. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. And it's Dudley in at the 3-side. And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc. Time. We got to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Freak.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so, too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Freak in at shooting guard. Jared Dudley out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Wall. Then it's Nene in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And getting back to Harris, there's just so much to like about his game. He lives in the gym, has a tremendous feel for the game, and he knows how to maximize his production within those athletic limitations.
You know, the thing about Harris is he's a combo forward, extremely versatile. At 6'8", he struggles with size against the better power forwards, and he lacks the athleticism of the better small forward. So to get the most out of him, you have to put him in the right matchups.
And Victor Oladipo with the elite athleticism and versatility to be a perennial all-star. We've seen the second-year phenom line up as a 1. He's played off guard. He's even played a little small forward in his time in the league.
And he has that quickness, length, and power combo to be a lockdown defender at all of those positions as well. So that's why he was the co-defensive player of the year coming out of college. You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide. That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
You know, back to Oladipo, he has a tremendously quick first step. Finished second in the slam dunk contest to Zach LaVine. Some dunks he's had in regular season play, downright nasty.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. From deep three-point range, and it's Freak missing. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
And talking about Oladipo's explosiveness, we're starting to see it in his overall scoring as well. Had his first back-to-back 30-point games this year against Chicago and Houston. If he keeps improving at this rate, could be an all-NBA first-teamer before he's through.
It's stolen by Oladipo. The pass to Peyton. And they double up Gordon. There's the dish to Dedmon. Here's Oladipo, and he goes in for the dunk.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was...
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Smith checked in for Gordon. Hezonja comes in for Harris. Evan Fournier's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Watson in for Elfrid Payton. And then for Washington, Porter's checked in for Bradley Beal. Gary Neal comes in for Freak. And Sessions subbed in for Garrett Temple. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Orlando out in front. They lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
On the floor for Orlando. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Freaks checked in. We've got Evan Fournier. Hezonja's out there with Watson. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Smith in at the 4. This is out there for Orlando. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. If it's open, take it. You got the look. Good shot.
And there's the feed to Nene. Wall wide open. Buries the triple. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And Oladipo kicks to Watson. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. It'll be the Wizards off the tip, and away we go. And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall. Shaq, your thoughts?
There are two type of point guards, Ernie. Kenny would know nothing about that. He shot the ball every time he touched it.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started.